Vice Principal Madam Vidya Bhide, our Principal Madam, who will be just joining us soon. I'm going to start formally the session. Very good afternoon to everyone. With the immense pleasure, I extend a very warm welcome to everyone on behalf of Co-Curricular Committee of Lala Lajpat Rai College for the state level workshop on the topic social media marketing. Friends, this is to the common knowledge that social media marketing is the use of social media platforms to connect with the audience, to building your brand, increasing the sales and driving the website traffic, etc. It involves publishing ample content on your social media profiles, analyzing your results and running the social media advertisements. Some major social media platforms which we are all aware of and our youngsters have turned out to be the greater users as such are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Pinterest, etc. Friends, COVID pandemic 19 has blindsided many businesses and led to massive chaos and uncertainty. Amidst this, only the nimble and the flexible have the greatest hope of survival. And in these times, social media marketing has played a very important and a key role. Hence, taking note of this need of the hour, we decided to conduct this workshop especially for the students who have turned out to be the greatest users of various tools of social media. This workshop involves the practical and hands-on activities which shall be engaged by the resource person, and we expect full cooperation and involvement, complete involvement from all the delegates in this. We know that we are the participants, the age group of the participant is mostly between 17 to 20-year-olds. Okay, so now with the permission of the convener of this committee, I would now like to formally introduce our resource person, Dr. Sharad Garg, who is going to take up the work, this session today. As I went through his biodata, which he shared a few days back, I was really, let me tell you that I've worked with him many years back in Jaipur when I was in Jaipur. And in these 15 years, so much of addition to the resume and the biodata, so much of enrichment. I feel very proud that to have worked with Sharad sir for a few years. And it is my delight that we have such an accomplished academician to preside over this session. The resume runs into several pages, but due to paucity of time, I have tried to highlight the main points of his resume for introducing sir to our young audience. To start with his work profile, Dr. Garg is currently working as a principal and professor at IPS College of Technical Education in Jaipur. Sir has worked as a principal at Arch Research College for Higher Education in Jaipur between August 2013 to July 2021. Sir has worked in capacity of assistant director, head of the Department of Business Studies in various higher institutes of Jaipur in the last more than 2 decades. Sir has got a very versatile and wide range of corporate experience. Dr. Garg has worked as a management trainee, the quality analyst, as well as marketing manager in various marketing companies of the country, especially in Rajasthan. His academic profile is brilliant. After clearing UGC NET in June 1999, Dr. Garg was awarded with a doctoral degree in 2009 on the topic study of consumer behavior in telecom sector, a case study of mobile phone buyers and in Rajasthan. And he has been the topper throughout his academic career, gold medalist. Dr. Garg has several publications in books as well as research papers to his credit. And his publications range into wide areas from business law to mercantile law, IT entrepreneurship, knowledge management for organizations, re-engineering of HRM, so on and so forth. And all these articles have been published in the renowned national and international peer-reviewed journals of the country. Sir has participated in large number of national and international conferences, seminars, symposiums, and FDPs. Sir has delivered several training sessions on in the corporate sector and has organized several national level seminars meticulously. He has undertaken many consultancy projects in the firms. Few I would like to name: Techno Engineering Industries, Aditya Bearing Components Company, ABCC, Kuhu Industries, etc. Last but not the least, Dr. Sharad Garg is a member of several professional and academic bodies like Indian Commerce Association, IGNOU, Board of Studies, convener of DRC, etc. With this, and this is just 50% of what I received from Sir. Pardon me, sir, due to paucity of time, I have just tried to make your such a detailed resume a little short. And I welcome you once again on behalf of my college, on behalf of my principal, vice principal, and co-curricular committee and delegates. Thank you very much. Now, sir, the session is yours. Welcome to Dr. Sharad.
Thank you so much, Mona Madam. Thank you so much, Dr. Nigam. I would like to take forward this session now. So, first of all, good afternoon, Mumbai. Shubh Dupar, Mumbai. What should I say? Right? Tumi sagle kase ahat? How are you all?
We are fine, sir.
Sir Changle?
Yes, sir.
Sir Changle?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. It's indeed a pleasure to be hosting this workshop today on social media marketing, and I would like to extend a very warm welcome to each one of you. I'm really delighted to see this August gathering. A lot of people have joined in for this particular session, and a lot of new students are still joining in. I'm very happy to see the large number of participants in this particular workshop. All right, without wasting much of the time, because I've been given limited time to cover up maximum for this workshop, there's one thing I can assure you: each one of you is going to take away something really good, something really valuable. And the best part that I expect, that I hope to incorporate in this particular workshop, is that today you are going to start your first social media exposure. You are actually going to take up an activity wherein you will be starting a business. This will be a sample business. Might be you can convert it into a real business later on, and you can change the name and you can launch this marketing campaign. And today you'll learn that. You will do this maybe for the first time, and we'll do it at a professional level. That is why I have two requests. Number one, please keep your videos on. Number two, keep yourself logged into your Gmail account. Keep your Gmail account logged in, because I want each one of you who has taken the time to join this workshop to actually really benefit from this workshop. So right now I'm going to share a small presentation, but before that I would like to tell you that I have divided this entire workshop into two parts. First part, the fundamentals of social media marketing, and the second part, the activity-based exercise wherein you are really going to do the social media marketing today itself. So let me start by sharing my presentation. So please give me a few seconds and I'll share it with you all. All right. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Screen is visible.
All right. So social media marketing, that is what is the topic of today's workshop. So we are going to start it today because I have limited time. So I would like to cover up the first part, that is the fundamentals part, a little faster, because you're going to take time in the further exercise. So let us proceed further. So let us first understand what is social media marketing. Am I visible? Is the slide visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, am I audible clearly?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Now, the first thing that I want to make everybody understand, even though this is social media marketing, in the end, if I'll get the time, I'll make you understand social media is just not about the cyberspace. It is not just about the internet. It is not just about your mobile phone. It is much more than your mobile phone, much more than your platform that you use on your computer or on the desktop. Though I'm going to give you the same definition that social media marketing is the use of these social media platforms. I'm sure during the last 2 years when we had the unfortunate pandemic, each one of you must have been exposed to this social media. I'm sure that's what we were all doing within the four walls of our home. Am I right? Do you agree with me? We had been using this social media extensively when we were at home, particularly WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook. So social media marketing is nothing but the use of these social media platforms to connect and communicate with our target audience for brand awareness, lead generation, and boosting up sales. There is one thing which I would like to clear. Social media marketing is not just about gossips. We are talking about a business. When we are talking about marketing, we are not going to talk about marketing ourselves. It is not about our personal relationship. It is absolutely about a business. We are going to talk about marketing of a business. It could be a startup. Maybe you are planning to start up. Maybe you have already started. Maybe you are already running a business, or maybe you plan to run a business in future. It's meant for business. Right now, this workshop is seriously on professional grounds. So I'm going to talk to you in those terms only. And that, of course, I'm not going to talk about that informal interaction that we do on WhatsApp. That is absolutely not social media marketing. So let's talk about the first thing, that is target audience. We will talk about it a little later on, but social media marketing totally targets the audience which is meant for your business. What is the main purpose? What are the objectives? We'll talk a little later, but in brief, I can tell you it is meant for brand awareness, lead generation, and for boosting up the sales. Let's proceed further. Now, what are the objectives of social media marketing? These are the basic. I've just collected a few of them because I wanted to keep it as simple as possible for everybody to understand. So the first one is brand awareness and the visibility. There are so many people who are running business. There are so many people who are really offering good products to the people, but they still do not have access to the world market. They are still not known far and wide. So in order that your product, your brand becomes well known to each and every part of the world, or each and every part of at least your city, we need social media marketing. Then another objective is lead generation. What happens when you circulate your pamphlets, your flyers, your e-flyers, information about your business on social media? There are so many people who get interested. These people who get interested can turn into customers. So they help. I mean, this social media helps in generating the lead. Then once the lead is generated, many of them get converted into customers. And if they get converted into customers, obviously that will boost your sales. That will enhance, increase the sales of your business. Next important objective of social media marketing is attracting website traffic. Prospecting. Let me tell you the meaning of this. Attracting website traffic is one of the major hurdles that everybody is facing, because there are thousands and hundreds of websites available on the internet. So we need to take the help of search engine optimization to attract the traffic, the website traffic, particularly to our website. Now, let me tell you a little bit about prospecting. Prospecting means the possible customers, potential customers who could be interested in your product, who can buy your product. So this particular social media helps you in obtaining those prospects. You can convert them into your customers by way of your convincing power. And definitely, if they like your product, they are convinced with your product, they are convinced with your communication and the content, they will definitely get converted into customers. Then next thing is customer engagement. Now, this is a new thing, almost a new thing nowadays. The websites, the commercial portals, they have started engaging the customers into some kind of games, competitions, and activities like them. Some type of lucky draw, some type of an activity that you get involved into. They want to keep you engaged on that website. That is what customer engagement means. Your content should be so much interesting that the customer gets engaged and keeps visiting your website again and again to be able to see the new products available into your company. Then the last thing is customer communication relations. This social media that we are using to talk to our relatives, friends, can also be effectively used to communicate with your prospects and your new customers, or even your old customers. You can maintain your relations, you can greet them, you can send them birthday greetings on their birthdays, you can handle their grievances, and all this can be taken care of by your social media. So these are some of the major objectives of social media marketing, and there are many more. Yes, of course, you can find many of them pertaining to your particular business, but I have just covered the main ones, which are the objectives of social media marketing. Now, a question arises. Why is everybody making so much of hue and cry about the social media marketing? Of late, everybody has started talking about social media. It was not there a couple of years back. Why has everybody started talking about this now? The past 2 years is the reason behind it. There has been phenomenal growth. Trust me, phenomenal growth in social media. And yes, I would also like to mention an important turning point in the telecom industry. Yes, the advent of Jio. I am very much sure a couple of years back, each one of you must be remembering, we used to pay for per GB of internet connection. And we used to budget on internet connection. We used to get only 1 GB, 2 GB per month, and that also at a very high price. With the advent of Jio, unlimited internet came into being. And that was when social media gained platform. It gained momentum. Gradually, social media became so much popular, and the further fuel was added by this unfortunate pandemic that we've had in the last 2 years, during which people had a lot of time with their mobile phones. In fact, they had the only time with their mobile phones and their family. Yes, that's the positive thing about this pandemic, that we had enough time to introspect, look back, and see what we have done in our life, what we are going to do in our life. Otherwise, everybody used to say, we do not have the time to breathe even. This corona pandemic has a positive side. You had enough time for yourself, enough time for your family, enough time for your future planning, enough time to introspect what you have done in the past. So what I mean to say is that there is a research firm, Statista. This found, after an extensive research, it published its result in 2021, and it said that during the last 2 years, there had been 21% increase in social media users in the world after the corona pandemic. You can very well understand that was obvious enough, right? And this included both the business to business, I mean B2B, as well as business to customers social media platforms. We are going to discuss about maximum of them today in today's workshop. However, the leader of all the social media platforms still remains Facebook. Facebook boasts of having around 64% of the market share. Let me repeat, it boasts of having approximately 64% of the total social media market, which is present all around the world. So let us proceed further to the next slide. I want to show you the good picture about the social media marketing. Why should we think about it? Why should we think about social media marketing? Let us look at the trend. In 2015, the same research firm, Statista, it came out with the result that 142 million users, only 142 million users were using social media in 2015. In 2020, just after 5 years, the number of users increased to 518 millions. I hope you can understand that this almost amounts to 3 times within 5 years only. And you can very well understand what is the reason behind it. I told you the main 2 reasons which accounted for this increase. And even a better rosy picture, by 2040, the same firm predicts that there will be 1,530 million users by the year 2040, which means 1.5 billion users who will be using social media in India. This is the figure of India only. I hope the presentation is going on smoothly and everybody is able to see this.
Yes, sir.
So you are audible as well as the screen is visible. No problem.
Okay. So let us continue. Let me give you some more facts. I've shown you the source also there at the bottom. It's official. The number of users, as I had mentioned, they are expected to go up to 1.5 billion, a little above 1.5 billion by the year 2040. I have mentioned the source. If somebody wants to verify, you may. Now, let us talk about the social media platforms that we commonly use. But before I begin with the social media platforms or discussion of all these social media platforms, let me tell you, there are more than 1,000 social media platforms. The last reported was 1,077 platforms. So if I ask you, if I question you, if you have to start the social media marketing, which platforms will you choose? Your mind will be boggled, totally boggled. The best ones that you already know: Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. These are some of the most commonly used social media platforms because they connect the common masses. But trust me, I am not going to take care of all 3 of them. Because when we say that we have organized this workshop only for the marketing of businesses, we are talking on professional platforms. So I am going to tell you about some of the platforms which market on professional level. So maybe many of them you might not be knowing, but I'm still sure many of them you might already be knowing. So my first point is, when we talk about social media platforms and when we talk about starting a new business, you cannot just think of only Facebook, only WhatsApp, or only Twitter, or only Instagram. No, it is not so. You cannot offer a lipstick. I'm so sorry. You cannot offer a lipstick on an educational platform. It's a wrong platform that you have chosen. If you plan to market Audi on an educational platform or on any university website, then I'm sorry, you have chosen the wrong platform. So what is important? If you remember in my first slide, I had used the word target audience. So when we start with the social media marketing, the first step is to choose the right platform. I'm sure you would agree with me that many of you might not have heard of the platforms that I'm going to discuss about. So what I have done, I have categorized some of the most popular social media platforms on the basis of certain categories, certain most demanded categories, categories which fall into different business categories. So let us see and let us start. I have started with the first platform, that's professional platform. This is meant only for the professionals, those who are working into the corporate field, corporate arena, and who interact with each other on corporate or professional level. So to include LinkedIn, everybody knows this is the most common. So many people know about it. people working into corporate, whether they are into government job, whether they are into private sector, whether they are businessmen, they are all getting connected through LinkedIn. Reddit is also yet another very famous professional platform. I'm again telling you, it is only for corporate communication, corporate relations, wherein people talk to each other on professional levels. This is not meant for personal gossiping. Absolutely not. Slack, Tumblr. These are some of the most famous professional platforms wherein only professionals communicate with each other and discuss matters related to the companies, their policies, strategies, employment, recruitment, feedback about the companies, what is the work culture of an organization, things like that. So the communication is absolutely professional on these platforms. Let me move to the next category of the platform. I'm sure you must be using some of them already. Flickr, many of you are already aware of. Pinterest, again, a very common platform. You share images on these platforms. These platforms are not meant for discussions, not for professional interactions. They are basically picture platforms. You upload your pictures, maybe the pictures of your website, maybe the pictures of your business, maybe the pictures of your product that you are offering, along with the name of your business. Yes, you can host that. Google Images, 500 pics, the last one being a little lesser known, but yet it is a highly recommended website for sharing the pictures of your business, of your products, and of the services that you offer. Next platform that I would like to share with you all is general social media. The most used social media, profusely being used. All those who are present in today's workshop, I am very much sure more than half of them or almost 100% of them, each one of them must be using, maybe using all of these different platforms. Facebook, the most common and the one which is having the highest market share, as I mentioned earlier. Then it is followed by Instagram, all the political discussions, controversies. Twitter is famous for it. WhatsApp, on almost everybody's mobile phone, everybody's using it. Messenger, yes, that's Yahoo Messenger. And then Snapchat. These are general social platforms. People have started using them even for business purpose also during this pandemic. Many of the people, they lost their jobs during this period. Many home ladies, they also started their small little business through this platform, and they tried to promote it among their friends. Yes, there is one more important thing about this particular type of social media. Most of the people who are on these platforms are known to you. Most of the people. Generally, they are your contacts. You send your promotional material to these contacts only, right? So these are general social platforms, and they are meant for general discussions and general communication. They are specifically not meant for professional or business related communication. Now, the video hosting platforms, I'm sure most of you must be aware of YouTube, little less Vimeo, Hippo Videos, Wistia, Jetpack, and Sprout Video. Let me tell you, these video websites are basically meant for promoting your business. Go to YouTube, you'll be able to find a number of videos which are promoting the professional ethics, the professional level, business level videos and business knowledge. Yes, there are some videos, many videos on Vimeo. Hippo Videos is also famous, wherein the companies show their products. They give demonstration of their products. Hippo Videos is quite famous for that. Wistia is also one of them. Jetpack, Sprout Video, all of them are video hosting platforms. I know most of you are familiar with YouTube because it holds the highest market share. But YouTube contains most of the general videos as well. But the remaining ones which I have listed here, they contain mostly the professional videos, videos related to businesses. Recently, a new video website, Chingari, has been launched, and it will be there in everybody's mobile phone very soon. It's an India-made video hosting platform, So we are going to have it very soon. It has recently been launched. Let's talk about the ratings and the reviews platforms. Yes, this is also very famous among all of us. Before purchasing any product from the market, we try to get to know how good it is, how do people rate it, not just the products, even the organizations. I would like to specially mention Glassdoor. This is a very good website wherein you can get to know about any organization before joining it. What is the work culture? How many employees are there? How do they treat the employees? What about the recruitment policy? How about the HR policy? I mean, it totally gives you a 360-degree view of any organization. So before you join any organization, you want to get to know about any organization, you can approach this Glassdoor. TripAdvisor is again a website wherein it gets to tell you about the different hotels, their reviews, how was the experience of those who had been on a trip, and it advises whether you should stay in a hotel. It is costly, it is cheaper, it is economical. It gives you a lot of advice. So there are various websites. Of course, Google My Business is my top choice. I'll give you a reason for that because today we are going to take up an exercise on Google My Business only. I'm sure many of you might be already aware of this. Today we are going to take up an exercise on this. So I've kept it at the first place, Google My Business. And there are reasons why I have chosen this Google My Business. There are reasons for that. We'll discuss that a little later on and you'll see it for yourself. I would like to repeat, please, those who have joined a little late, please log into your Gmail account when we start with the exercise. Facebook, that has also started appearing as a major ratings and review platform. People have started putting the ratings and the reviews of different businesses. Various businesses have started opening their own Facebook page. I was very happy to see when I visited Lala College website that they also have a very good social media presence. Their web page appears on Facebook also and on other social platforms also. And yes, I was also happy to see that the ratings are really, really good. The academic standards, they have been talked about very high. Yes, I am meaning it. I've gone through, please go through those reviews which have been put up by alumni and you'll really be happy and be proud to be a part of this college. So let me continue with my presentation. I would like to tell you about more platforms, news community platforms. I'm sure some of you who might be interested in getting to know what is happening around, particularly during this pandemic period. If you wanted to know what was happening around the world, what was happening to us, what was happening to our state, many of you might have already downloaded the app, the different apps of news community to be able to know and keep track of the latest happening in your city, the latest happening in your state or the country or even the world, because everybody was trying to keep a watch on what is going to happen next. Everybody was in a problem. But thank God, with God's grace, we are almost, of course, I cannot say we are absolutely out of the danger, but we are into very safe limit now. So to top, I have placed Digg, a relatively lesser used, but believe me, on world level, this is really very famous. Yahoo News, Google News, Daily Hunt. I'll tell you a little bit about this Daily Hunt. This particular website presents you with the different newspapers of India. You can look at the various newspapers on this particular platform, not necessarily your own state's platform. In Maharashtra, Lok Satta is really famous. I'm very much sure each one of you must be noticing that. India Times, a national level platform. Divya Marathi, again, a very famous platform in Maharashtra, and Maharashtra Times. These are some news community platforms wherein the users, those who use, they keep track of whatever is happening around. So this is about the news community platform. I'm once again trying to tell you, you have to understand each of these platforms is meant for different purpose. You cannot mix these purposes. If you want to advertise, you have to look at your own product and then decide which platform is more suitable for you. You cannot start off blindly with everything that you know. You cannot start off with, this is the biggest blunder and the biggest mistake that most social media marketers do if they are not into any professional marketing. They would like to start with any social media marketing platform that they would like to. or they know or they are comfortable with. It is not so. Just like market segmentation, we have a segmentation of the different social media platforms also. You have to take care of this, and accordingly you have to choose from out of these which platform is most suitable for your particular product. These are news platforms. So anything related to news, periodicals, journals, they can be advertised here. Let's proceed to the next community platform. I'm sure many of them you must already be using, but some of them you may not be using. I would like to start with the first one. The first two are the most famous. Quora. It's a questions community. You simply put a question and there would be somebody who would reply to a question. You can put a maths question also, not a problem. You can get to know how to make sambar. Quora will reply. If you want to get to know where is the workshop of Maruti in my city, Quora will reply. Quora has so many people around who will reply to your intellectual questions also. Yahoo Answers is yet another general purpose answering platform. You can put up any questions just like Quora and you'll get answers. Other relatively lesser known but still very famous, they are AnswerBag. I'm sure many of them you might not be using as of now, but I expect that from today, if you are noting down the things, you will be able to use them. AnswerBag is one of them. Stack Overflow. I'll tell you a little bit about this Stack Overflow. Because I told you, you need to identify the right platform. Every platform is not meant for us. Every platform is not a business platform. So I'll tell you about Stack Overflow a little bit more. And then Wiki Answers. This is a Wikipedia. Wikipedia. It gathers the knowledge from around the world and then disseminates among all those people who want to have an answer to their questions. Then we have Flutter. Relatively lesser known, but still all around the world, people use it in millions. I was telling you about Stack Overflow and I was trying to tell you the main purpose behind telling you a little bit more about Stack Overflow is please do not, again and again, I'm telling you, when you talk about social media marketing, do not think that you are going to start off everything with Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. Please, no, absolutely not. They are not meant only for professional communication. So there are certain places and platforms on the internet space, cyberspace, which are exclusively meant for particular purpose. Stack Overflow, let me tell you a little bit about it. This is basically meant for programmers. Those who are into programming, I'm just trying to tell you how the different platforms differ. Stack Overflow, it has basically programmers, the computer programmers who talk to each other, question each other. Can this be done? Can this code work? Those kind of things. They talk to each other on professional level only about programming and programming codes. It is a group of programmers, computer programmers. So basically, this particular platform takes care of all the errors, all the problems which generally programmers face in executing their codes. So that is Stack Overflow. Obviously, you cannot think of marketing a kurti on this particular website. I'm very much sure none of you would do this blunder of marketing a kurti on this Stack Overflow. You would not choose it, right? So let's proceed further to the next platform, and that is educational platforms. I'm sure many of you must be using it already. Jagaran Josh is a very famous platform. Shiksha.com is another very famous platform. Aglasem, Byju's, one which is having the brand ambassador as Mr. Shah Rukh Khan. And then we have CA Club India, Chegg India, Pagal Guy. These are some of the very famous educational platforms, and I would like to specially mention them particularly because right now I'm addressing students and the teaching fraternity. I have teachers, respected faculty members, and the students who are a part of today's workshop. So I would like to specially mention these. If somebody has to give an advertisement for a particular educational book, I think these platforms can help. If our college, Lala College, has to give an advertisement, I think these educational platforms would be good to target to give those advertisements, maybe for the admission or maybe for any annual day activity. It could be there. If you want to give an advertisement or promote any competition also, inter-college competition also, these could be your best bait. You can target these educational platforms. They would really be nice, because I told you every platform is not meant for everything. Let's come to the steps of social media marketing. Let's talk about the social media marketing steps. The first thing, as I told you, I've been telling you again and again, that you have to first identify what your business category falls into. Is it a cosmetics company? Is it a cosmetics business, educational business? So you have to identify your business goal. What do you want to do? Now, let me help you a little bit about this business goal. There are three situations. Situation number one, you have just started your business and you want people to know about you. People do not even know about you. That's what is called as brand awareness. You've already opened a business. So at this particular time, awareness is very important. I do not know how many of you have already studied advertising management, but those who have studied it even a little bit, they would agree with me. If a new business is to start, then the first goal that it has to target is to make its brand aware among the public. It has to increase or enhance the awareness of its brand among the public. People must at least affiliate themselves with the brand and recognize it. Leave aside whether they are buying it, whether this has become their preference. That is a stage that you'll achieve a little later, when people will at least be aware of your business. So the first thing is identify your business goal. If you are wanting to have your brand awareness into the market, the first thing that you have to do is to keep the advertising frequency a little high. Do not include much content. This is a special precaution. That is why I told you, you have to identify your business goal. According to the business goal, the content of your social media advertisement or promotion campaign changes. If you only want to, I'll give you one more example. Another business goal could be reminder. People already know about you, but I'm sure, because this is a commerce and economics college, so I'm sure that the people, the students, even the teaching fraternity, everybody knows. If you are out of sight, you are out of mind. Such is the world. It's very cruel, but that's practical. If you are out of sight, you are out of mind. So you need to be visible all the time so that you remain in the minds of people. And right now I'm talking about the customers. So reminders. I'm sure each one of you must be knowing which is the largest biscuit company in the world. The company selling the highest biscuit in the world. I'm sure each one of you must be knowing it. It's Parle-G. Everybody knows about it. Not only in India, not only in Asia. It's the highest selling biscuit in the entire world. But my question is, despite that fact, should it stop advertising? Should it stop promoting its products? No. It is still giving advertisements about Parle-G, which everybody already knows. But it still gives advertisement in the newspaper, in the social media, and electronic media. What is the reason behind it? The reason is very simple. Business goal. They want to remain into the mind of customers. So they want to remain in sight. So if you are giving reminder advertisements, you do not need to give the contents. You just need, everybody knows about you. You just need to give them a very brief presentation, or you just need to appear briefly only. So what I mean to say is, according to your business goals, your social media marketing content changes. At what stage of business you are, according to that, your social media marketing content changes. So considering that fact, you have to identify your business goals. So I consider that right now I am addressing to the students who might be willing or planning or might have already started a very small level business. So considering that fact, for you, the first goal, business goal, should be brand awareness. Make people more and more aware of your brand. Let them get to know what your brand is about. Let them at least recognize your brand. So your intention should be to make your brand public rather than including more and more contents. Then you determine the target audience. As I told you, whatever is your product, please target the platform accordingly. So you have to identify that particular target audience, which is available on what platform. So I've given you some categorization. So choose your target audience accordingly. Then whatever social media content you are creating, it should be engaging enough. It should not be boring. Absolutely not. Then you do a regular analysis of customer feedback. It is not so that you have put up the media content, people are trolling, people are giving, I mean, the customers' prospects are giving you suggestions and you are overlooking everything. No, please don't do that. Customer feedbacks, customer suggestions are really valuable. Thank the customer that he has taken the time to give you the feedback. Always act upon those feedbacks. Good suggestions should be always taken care of. They should not be overlooked. And the last thing is, by taking those feedbacks, based on those feedbacks, you can optimize your social media marketing campaign. You should optimize. Optimization means you can make changes, you can modify them as suggested by the customers. You can bring about all those changes which they have suggested and which are acceptable to you as well, and which go with your brand image. You can go for those changes. So these are the steps of social media marketing. We are going to take up the exercise very soon once we are done with these things. Now, some caveats. Why do social media marketing campaigns fail? We need to know it before we start off. Excessive promotion or spamming. We get so much over enthusiastic that we day and night keep on sending the same content, same social media content again and again into the emails or the social media of a particular person. That's called as spamming. And I'm sure each one of you must already be getting emails in your email boxes which are spams. You simply put them aside into spam or delete them. You don't even open them. So make sure you do not excessively promote your business. You are going to lose your own contacts. Trust me, they are going to block you. Content inconsistency or irregularity. You have put up a social media content a month back, and for entire month you have not put anything. Wrong. If somebody has started visiting your website, he would expect something new every week. At least every week. Do put up the photographs regularly. Do update your website regularly. Keep putting up one or the other information about your company, your products, your policies, or anything happening in your
Hello, Divya.
Sir, there is some, Sharad sir?
Some issue there. I'm unable to hear.
Yeah,
I'm unable to hear.
some network issue on his part.
Ma'am, for a while, I think sir has went out. We should just
Yeah.
wait for a minute. Yeah,
Just
he's out.
wait for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Divya madam, it is better if you call and ask sir whether network issue is there.
Yes, I am calling him, ma'am. He is joining back.
All right. All right.
Yeah. I just spoken to him. And he's about to start the hands-on training also.
Audience, please have a patience. Sir will be joining us very soon.
Jyoti sir has joined.
Ma'am, I will check. I don't think so. Let me check, ma'am. Not yet, ma'am. Not yet.
Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, sir had joined.
Yeah.
Sir had...
Yeah, audience, sorry for minutes of disruption. It was a network issue which we all face daily actually. Okay, so now sir will continue. Sir, please continue, sir. You are back. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Am I visible, ma'am?
Yeah, sir. You are visible, audible. Sir, you continue, sir. We are waiting for your training, sir. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Sure, ma'am. Just a second. Is the presentation visible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Visible.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. All right. Now, these are some of the reasons why social media marketing campaigns fail. So I'm not going to discuss much about it because I'm told that we have got to start with the exercise part very soon. So let us start with the activity very soon. These are some of the top social media marketing agencies in India. They're very famous. And all right. Now, just a minute. Now, a question has been asked, like, how do we start from social media marketing perspective? So let us see. I would like to start with this, where from and how to start social media marketing. I have specially chosen some very easy ones. I know. Yes.
Sharad sir, just one request. Whatever instructions you want to give to our students, so because these are mostly students, so you can please give them the instructions how to go about it as you want. Yes. So they will do. Yeah, they will do accordingly.
Accordingly. Okay.
Yes.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. So to start with, as I told you earlier, everybody has to log into the Gmail account. We are going to start with the business listing today. I'm going to teach you how to list your business on Google My Business and how do we have to proceed. How do we have to start putting up our business on cyberspace right from today, right? So the most famous ones, I have chosen these 3 platforms. Of course, I'm going to teach you or take an activity of teaching you only for the first one, Google My Business, because it is going to take time. That is why. So let us start with the first one. But before we begin with the Google My Business, let me tell you why have I chosen these 3. The main reason was because all 3 of them can be easily listed. Business listing on all these 3 is very easy, extremely easy, right? And there are high probabilities of search result. You search for any business and trust me, these will be the first 3 websites which will be telling you about that business. They are very well known. Everybody knows about it. There is only one thing which I would like to mention. IndiaMart in its specific is for B2B. It is not for B2C. It is meant for wholesale market. So there are people who are on wholesale roles on IndiaMart, right? That is the only difference. That is why I have chosen, because I'm told that my major audience is students. So I have chosen Google My Business for it. Third important thing is it is free of cost listing. So we will be doing it today itself. The listing will be done today itself. So let us start with the things. Just a minute. Please observe some social etiquettes. Regularly update your business page. Do not post controversial things. Keep in touch with your prospects and customers. Continuously monitor competitors' posts. And ask your customers, satisfied customers, to give high ratings and write Google reviews. They are very important. Always, whenever you get an inquiry on these platforms, please keep your e-brochures, e-price lists, and e-business cards ready to be shared with them. They should all be ready. These are some of the do's that we should be taking care of. Do not delay in responding to the customers. Do not spam. Do not stop being visible, and do not post comments or viewpoints which are hurting the religious or political sentiments. Do not post controversial pics. I would like to share one pic which I received just yesterday, and that was received by me on WhatsApp only. And before I show you this particular picture, I would like to put a disclaimer clause. I am showing it to you only for the purpose of example. This has got nothing to do with somebody's belief. So please do not take it personally. It is objectionable. I am just giving you an example. I'm showing you one picture. This is the picture of a business which is being promoted on social media. And it is written that sometimes the language can create problem. So when you please put up the pictures, please take care. Controversies do not surround it. So let us proceed further with the exercise. Let us take the first step towards Google My Business. Ma'am, I hope everybody is ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody is ready, students? Just follow the instructions of the speaker.
Okay. So today I'm going to teach you how to list your business on Google My Business. It is a very well-known and a very successful business model platform. And let us start. These are the instructions. First of all, log into your Gmail account. Log in to your Gmail account. Mobile phone users can go to Play Store, Android Play Store, and they can download Google My Business mobile app from there. Those who are using computer, they may search for Google My Business on google.co.in. I'll show you the screenshot. How would it go about? I'll show you it on the screen. This is how you have to do it. This is a screenshot of the Google search. When you will search Google My Business, the first entry that you will see here, Google My Business, drive customer engagement on Google. This is where we have to start from. I'm taking few seconds after every screen so that you can perform the activity and you can do it. I'm proceeding to the next one. This is going to be the next page. Let me come up again. The moment you'll press this create account on Google My Business, you'll get this screen. You'll get this screen, and on this screen, you can clearly see there is a button Get Started. Get Started. You'll be able to come to this page only when you are logged into your Gmail account. As you can clearly see, it has mentioned the Gmail account with which I have logged in. Once you are done, move to the next page. Press the Get Started button and we can go to the next page. You can see it's Google My Business written on the top, and it will start by asking you to start and build your business profile. You have to first tell what is the name of your business outlet, what is the name of your business or the service that you are offering. In what name will you offer it? So you have to write that name in the first box. Next, you have to choose from the drop-down menu the category of the business that you are doing. I have just taken an example and I have filled in the detail. I have written the name of my clothing apparel shop, casual clothing store as Amchi Mumbai Apparels. And in the business category, I have written casual clothing store. Whatever business category your business falls into, please choose that appropriate category only. I'll give you the reason why. Because later on, when the customers will be trying to find you and filter you, your result should appear in that category only. Otherwise, if you have opened a hardware store and you choose a business category which is not the same, then you will not appear when the customers will search for your business. You can see after filling the business category, there is an option of next. One more thing I would like to mention. If the category is not mentioned here, you can type in also. Not a problem. If the category of business that you do, if that is not mentioned here, you can mention your own category that I'm going to do this. Let's proceed further. There is another button at the bottom. Next. Let's proceed to the next page. I'm sure each one of you must have already once in your life or more accessed Google Maps. Wouldn't you want the customers to get to know where your business is located? Wouldn't you want them to know where your store is located? So the answer is yes. I want Google to tell people where my business is located on Google Maps. So it will ask you a question. Do you want to add a location so that customers can visit? So we will choose yes. I want customers to know the location. After that, after choosing this radio button of yes, click on next. Click on next. It will ask you for the address, whether your business is located in India or any other country. Mention the complete street address, shop number, everything in the second line. Then the city in which your business is located. Mention the PIN code. Just below the PIN code, there is another line. State. It will give you a drop-down list. It will give you a drop-down list to select your state in which your business is located. Please do that, complete all the formalities. That's the next. We are still on our way to create the profile. You can see this blue line. We have not yet completed the half of the profile, business profile that we want to create. When you will click next and you will say that I want Google to tell on Google Map where my business is located. Please look at this screen carefully. You have to identify the exact location of your business. Divya ma'am, is my mouse visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then please look at this red dot. Please look at this red dot. When I had written the sample address of my business, I had written Kalba Devi. Kalba Devi. Right? So look at this red button. Is it visible? You can move it around. You can increase the size of your map and locate it exactly where your business is located. Be very particular about it. Otherwise, the customers will not be able to reach at the right place. He'll curse you for giving you the wrong address. So this is about telling the exact location on Google Maps and leaving the exact marker where your business is located. Let's proceed further to the next step. The next step is, do you do home delivery? Do you have products that you would like to deliver at home? It will ask you. So if there are any home or office visits, there are certain businesses which deliver only to the offices. Like I've come to know in Mumbai, there are some tiffin services which are only meant to deliver their products or tiffins in the offices, not at home. So the question is, do you provide deliveries or home and offices visits? If it is yes, select yes. If it is no, so for the time being, I have selected no, because we are a startup. Home delivery would be extremely expensive. It is not possible in the beginning. So I have selected no. Click the button. Next, written at the bottom, given at the bottom, and let's proceed to the next part of the profile. This is the contact details. You have to mention your official phone number. I would like to advise, kindly keep your personal and official phone numbers different. Once you put up your phone number on the social media, the phone number becomes accessible to anybody who may call you at any point of time. Considering that fact, keep your personal phone number and professional or business phone numbers separate. If your business has any website, please mention the website address also, so that in case the customer wants to know more about your product in detail, which you are not able to show on this business Google My Business profile, because it will give you a limited space, you can access this website and ask the customers to get to know more about your business. But right now, as I told you, I have taken up this exercise considering that the students will begin afresh with a new business. So I have not filled in any detail of the website, and I have written, I do not need a website right now. Let's proceed further. But before I proceed further, I would like to mention, in case you do not have your own website, Google gives you an option of giving you a basic free website based upon the information that you provide. So in case you have a product which has a lot of photographs, maybe some kind of a restaurant in which you want to show the food that you have prepared, though you will be getting an option to put up your photographs in the next slide. But still, if you want to post many more photographs, then you can go for a free website wherein you can put in more details So this is optional. If you want to have your own website, you can have your own website and put the details in current website URL. Let's go to the next one. Whatever phone number you have put in the previous slide, the business phone number, Google is going to use that and verify. It wants to verify that this is not a fake number. So in the next page, it will verify. It will give you a complete number. I have crossed it out. My number was written there, so I have crossed it out. I do not want to make it public right now. So whatever number the student or person has put in there in the first or the previous slide, that number is going to appear here completely. And then on this number, it is going to send you a 6-digit code. A 6-digit code. Now there are two options. Do you want to verify the 6-digit code through a call, or do you want to verify by text? So if you choose text, you will get SMS with the 6-digit code. You can note down that 6-digit code because you'll need it in the next step. Unless that 6-digit code is filled, your phone number will not be verified, and this phone number will not appear as a business phone on the Google My Business platform. So let's proceed further. I believe you must have noted down the things. This is the page that I was talking to you about. On this page, you will fill in the 6-digit code, verification code. After this is done, you'll click on the button, verify. And this is to be done within a very short span. Within a very short span, if you are not able to do it, you'll have to go back again. You need not panic. You have to go back again, ask for the code again, and it will send you another code. Once you get the code, enter the code, verify, and your business phone is verified. Your profile is verified, though it is not yet complete. Your profile is not yet complete. It has verified your email address. It is the same email address with which you are logged in right now. It will take that email address as your official email address, and it is going to mention the same email address on your Google My Business portfolio. Now, as you can see, whatever name I had given to my business, Amchi Mumbai Apparels, it is now mentioning that it has verified. And now you can proceed further to fill in more details about your Amchi Mumbai Apparels. I hope everybody is doing as I am directing and instructing, and everybody is able to follow. They're very simple steps. Let's proceed further. Now it will ask you almost the last information. Please mention the business hours. Are you open on Sunday? Are you open on all days? It is important for the customers, because if you already mentioned Mumbai is a large city, you can understand it takes hours to reach to a particular store. And if after reaching there, the customer gets to know that this was closed, it will be very disappointing for the customer. So it is very important to mention the day on which you close your business or keep your business closed. Why is it important? Why would the customer not consider Sunday as closed? I'll give you a reason. From market to market, the closing day or the day when the weekly close day is different. Some associations, some local market associations close on Tuesday. Some of them close on Thursday. Some of them keep it closed on Sunday. So likewise, the customers must know whether your trading association or market association has agreed to keep the shops closed on all 7 days or will be closed on a particular day. They must know your business hours. After this, information, the most important, believe me, trust me, this is the most important aspect of your business profile. Photographs. As I had been mentioning in my fundamentals, you have to be very careful about your photographs. You have to be very careful. And yes, you have to be consistent in uploading your photographs. It should not be so that you have uploaded the photograph some 3 years back, and after 3 years, until 3 years, last 3 years, you have not uploaded any photograph. Do not do that. Keep changing the photograph so that the customer gets to know that the website is updated. This photograph tells a lot about your business, how organized your business is. Do not post shabby photographs. Do not put shabby photographs, unorganized product photographs. Do not do that. First, you arrange all your products in your store, take the photographs, then put up the photographs. The store should look like a welcoming place to the prospective customer. It should not look like an unorganized grocery store where things are stacked up in a highly unorganized way. That should not look like that. You can look at the given photographs, everything is placed at the right place in a proper, particular fashion. You can see that. In the third figure also, you can see all whites are together, all yellows are together, all the shades of pinks are together, all the shades of magenta are together. So what I mean to say, your photograph speaks a volume about your business. Customer is going to form an opinion only after looking at the photographs. Some of you might be willing to open the restaurant. The photographs of your dishes that you prepare, they should be very tempting. So make sure you keep changing the photographs. It should not happen. Whatever photograph you had put years back, the same photographs continue to remain there. This clearly shows that the business is not being updated. It might be an old business, and it is also possible that the owner of the business might have forgotten this profile and it might have already closed. So it is important that each one of you must take care of this particular section. This is a very sensitive and very important section of your customer business profile. So this done. Now your business profile is almost ready. You can see this blue line. It is almost complete. Now, what remains to be done is regular updation. Keep posting the updates of your business. Keep posting the pictures of your events. Keep posting the new products. Any changes that happens in your business, keep posting. Keep the customers updated about what is happening in the business. That is the last screen that you are going to get after you complete your Google My Business profile. That is the last screen. Once that is done, you are good to go. And I must say, congratulations. Your business is listed on Google. One precaution, one important point, immediately after listing, I am very much sure you would be getting impatient to search for it on Google. Do not expect it is going to appear on the first place right at the immediate moment. No, no, no. It is not going to happen. More and more people are going to find it. Google is going to work on analytics. It has its own algorithm. More the number of people who search for your business, the higher the place, more the priority it will give to your business. So if someone will search for your business more and more, you will start appearing on the top. So do not expect it on the first day. It takes years, sometimes months. Yes, that totally depends upon the popularity of your business. That's it. Thank you so much for completing the social media marketing workshop. I am sure, and I'm very much hopeful. I pray God, may you all start off with this Google My Business. Howsoever small your business is, no matter, even if you are able to start with few photographs, do start and take care of all the things that I have mentioned. Regularly update it, keep publicizing it, keep talking about it, keep sharing its photographs with others, but do not over spam. Thank you so much. That was the last. And I think I'm done with my presentation and the workshop.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Students,
Most-
those who have a question, can I ask the question now?
Yes, all the participants, sir is going to take few questions from you. I think one or two have posted one or two questions while the session was on, and I had asked that we are going to have question answer session later. So feel free to ask questions from sir.
Okay.
Yes,
I have
yeah.
received a question from
Yes.
Miss Shivani Chauhan. She has asked, sir, if we do not have a store and we do not have a shop. I love that question. I really love this question. Trust me, this workshop is meant, and particularly Google My Business is meant for these kind of people only. I had intentionally chosen it because Google My Business can list even that business which doesn't have a physical store or doesn't have any physical shop. There are so many home ladies, housemakers who have started their pickle business. Do you understand? Homemade pickles. During this pandemic, I told you, many people lost their job. Yes. Yash is also asking the same question. We are doing our business from home. Is it okay to make our profile on Google My Business? Yes, it is absolutely okay. Go for it. Because you will be able to get a platform to showcase your products. You can host those photographs and share the links. This is a facility on this Google My Business. You can share the link of that business photographs, your profile with your friends. Wherever you have a correspondence, please mention that link. Wherever you send the inquiry forms, wherever you send the brochure, e-brochures, as I told you, keep your e-brochures ready every time. E-price lists ready every time. So, Yash and Shivani, I would like to suggest that you can definitely put up your business on the Google My Business profile. No need to have a store, but yes, it is recommended because you cannot have a person in this world who doesn't have a name. It will be very difficult to identify that. So you have to have a name so that people are able to identify you and associate with you. So in case they want to have the repeat business, they must know what was the name of that business. They'll be able to recall you only by the name of your business. So go for it, Yash. Go for it, Shivani. Any other question?
Yes, students. Any other question you want to put up? Please go ahead.
What to put in the location? Location means where is the business located? Wherever you are doing the business from, not an issue. Not an issue.
I think
Or-
I think Shivani means that if they are not having the physical
Yes.
shop
Got
and
it,
all,
got it,
so
got it, got
operating
it,
from
ma'am.
home, so they can
Yes,
give
yes.
home as a location, isn't it?
Yes. You can put the home as a location. And yes, if you do not want customers to visit there, do not be afraid of that. If the customers, I'll tell you something about it. There are certain people, it happened with me. I have seen this actual example. Ma'am, you kindly note that there was a particular case, this really happened. There was a person who had put up a simple jewelry design, a home lady. She had put a simple jewelry design. She made it at home and she put it up on website, on social platform. 3 foreigners, they noticed it, they liked it, they traveled all the way down from their country, and that person happened to be my neighbor in Jaipur. They came to his home after talking to him, only after talking to him. Not so. So in that case, Shivani, you can put up the address of your home, wherever you're doing the business from, or any delivery location. It can be any delivery location. You need not have a store. You can take the permission to have a professional delivery point. You can have a professional meeting point also. You can mention the location at that. Any other question, please? How to promote any business more effectively after registering on Google Business or any other app? I have only one word. One word, visibility. I am a marketer. I am a marketer and I very well understand visibility is the most important thing. More the people, number of people who are able to see your business, you are going to get business. And yes, if your product is good, referral marketing is also going to come into action. They are going to refer your business to somebody else. आप लोग जो दोस्त हैं, don't you people do that? Don't you recommend some good restaurant to each other? Oh, I had been to this restaurant. Yes, yes. Shivani has asked another question. Sir, can we change once my business becomes famous? So can I change my location later on? Yes, you can. That is a very common thing. What is the best and effective way to boost sale of art related things? Oh, art is something which is to be shown. Art is something which is to be shown. Target those particular websites, platforms wherein art lovers are there. Show your product, showcase your product, and please do not hesitate in getting your product clicked by professional photographers. The better the picture of your photographs, the better the picture of your product, the better will be the probability of it being selected for purchase. So I would strongly recommend that please, yes, website has also been asked for. I will recommend for this particular purpose, Pinterest is a good place. Pinterest, because I mentioned that there are certain picture related websites wherein you can showcase the pictures of your art related things, maybe craft related items. Pinterest is one good place. That's the best website to showcase your art related product. Nikita More had asked this question. I hope I have replied. Any other question? Can we use app if we have a store for customer convenience and for our local area? Why not? Why not? That's even more recommended. If you can have your in-store app, you can have your own app. Yes, you can. You can. You should be able to handle the app on your own or through your team. It should not be that once it is done, it is done. No, that should never happen. I'll tell you something. When you actually make an app, over a period of time, you get to know there are so many loopholes. So please try to eliminate those loopholes. Keep updating your app. So you can have your app. It will cost a little bit. And it can be done only through an outsourced app developer. You can have an app. It is always recommended. And nowadays, customers prefer such stores which are having their, yes, you can give a contract to the consultant. Yes, management consultant. There are people who will help you run your store initially. And after a few days, you can run it on your own. Yes, there are management consultants, contract consultants. Any other question?
Any other question from the students, or even the professors can also ask?
I have one piece. Yeah, I have one piece of advice for everybody. Please fulfill your commitments. Whatever you are showing on your business, it should not happen that after taking so much of time, because I know what Mumbai is like. You can understand traveling time is so much. If somebody travels to your place and gets to know, oh my God, it is not exactly the same the way they had shown it in the pictures. He'll feel deceived, cheated. Please don't do that. Fulfill your commitments. That's my last piece of advice. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Now we are towards the end of this very knowledge enhancing session. Thank you very much, sir, for such an enlightening workshop for our youngsters and faculty members. You started with the fundamentals of social media marketing, including the objectives with citing the examples, very, very relevant current examples. And then you have engaged the students with the practical part of it. Thank you very much, sir. Before I request my convener of the committee, Dr. Mona Bankar, to propose a formal vote of thanks, I would request Chetan Maru, sir, please you share the feedback form on the chat box. And all the delegates, please fill the feedback form very, very carefully. As the name, there should not be any spelling error in the names, okay? Because that is what you are going to get in the certificate, that the information which you are going to fill in, okay? So all of you, please fill the feedback form. Now I would request our convener and additional vice principal, Dr. Mona Bandkar, to propose the formal vote of thanks. Mona ma'am?
Yes, Divya.
Yeah, ma'am, over to you.
Namaskar, respected Sharad Garg sir and the audience of this workshop. Let me thank everyone who has been a part of this workshop on the topic of social media marketing. First and foremost, our management team and principal madam, who always support us for all kinds of all activities of the college. So I would like to thank them first. Of course, I'm highly indebted to Dr. Sharad Garg sir, our resource person, for highlighting the prospect of social media marketing. Dear student, now I'm sure you will accept this as the brilliant career option. Gone are the days when we could advise you to take up convenient careers only. Let us make ourselves proficient with social media marketing. Thank you, Garg sir, for enlightening us and telling us the different steps, aspects, ways of social media marketing. Thank you once again to you, sir, that you have helped our student to follow a brilliant career path. Finally, I would like to thank Dr. Divya Nigam, who organized this session. I'm also thankful to Ms. Jyoti for hosting this workshop technically. Dear students, all participants, and my co-curricular activities cell members, million thanks to all of you. As Sharad Garg sir said that, keep it very short. So I have not elaborated my thanksgiving words. Thank you to one and all. Thank you, all of you. Over
Thank
to you, Deepika.
Yeah.
I would
Thank
like to
you.
extend
Yeah.
my heartfelt thanks to Professor Neelam Arora and Dr. Divya Nigam for giving me this opportunity to interact with the students and the faculty members of this college. Thank
It
you so
was-
much, ma'am. I
was
look forward
our
to
pleasure,
continued
sir.
association.
Our principal madam, Dr. Neelam Arora, she always is behind our backs, and she always motivates us to, organize such kind of guest talks and workshop sessions for both the enhancement of knowledge for the students as well as faculty members. So this is the part of that motivation, and we are always, and the committees which we form, which we have in our college, all our committee members, we collectively, it is the collective endeavor of the committee members, and of course the participants, the speaker. I mean, this, I'm very, very thankful to you for giving the consent and giving such a brilliant presentation, sir. It was a brilliant presentation. I thank you
ma'am.
so much. And it was one
Sir,
way
we
for
would like
me.
to
I
hear
will,
you again, sir.
Yeah.
We will call you again,
Yeah.
sir.
My
sir,
pleasure.
yes, sir. Now you be prepared, okay, for our next
pleasure,
session.
ma'am. My pleasure.
Yeah. Jyoti madam, can